This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, hello there, it's Jeff Cutter and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. I know today's Valentine's Day, but this event did not have to do with a sweethearts thing. But anyway, 12 years ago in 2010, Alex Bilodeaus won the gold medal in men's moguls. You're thinking, oh, that's boring. And I know he's Canadian. Is that what? You couldn't think of anything else? Well, here's the problem. This isn't just about Bilodeaus. As you see in the picture, Bilodeaus is pictured with somebody who doesn't look normal, you may think. That is correct. That is his older brother Friedrich, who has cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a condition that, people with that condition really can't walk properly and have had speech impediments and all that. I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying that's a common thing with cerebral palsy. But as is, I think Bilodeaus is an icon. And he thinks I did him for I did. I did him last year for his birthday. But anyway, the 2010 Winter Olympics were happening. Canada was hosting the games in Vancouver. But the problem was Canada was suffering through one of the worst times to be a day shift for the Olympics. They hosted the 1976 and 1988 Olympics, well, the Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics respectively, without getting a gold medal for the home nation. I know Greg Joy with that great high jump silver medal in 76, and Elizabeth Manley with the figure skating in 1988 getting silver were great moments, but they weren't gold. Canada had suffered the fate of having two Olympics without a gold medal for the home side. That never happens. Canada, at the time, was the only nation other than Canada to not win a gold medal on home turf was Yugoslavia. Well, former Yugoslavia, I should say, when they hosted the Winter Games in Sarajevo in 1984. So Canada was in a pinch. No gold medals on home turf. 2 Olympics. So Bilodeaus was in a pinch. The men's moguls were on. It was a dogfight. Canada had some great competitors and all that. So, going into the men's moguls final, Alex Bilodeaus would go second last, based on his qualifying time. So Canada did decently. They had Vincent Marquis, who was in second place, with 2 skiers left, and Rousseau of the United States was third. No, Marquis was third heading into the last 2 guys, and Rousseau was fourth. Byron Wilson of the United States was in second, and in first place was Dale Bagg-Smith, who left Canada for Australia under a cloud of suspicion. The Vancouver fans booed him mercilessly. So Bagg-Smith had the lead. So Alex Bilodeaus was up. And in moguls, you ski down the hill, going through bumps and all that, and then you go through a portion that you get off of a ramp, and then you try to do a trick and land it, and then you go with moguls, trying to make sure that you turn the moguls. You keep your feet together and make good turns on the moguls. And then a second trick, and then you go bumping down and then hit the finish line. So Alex Bilodeaus went first, and into the familiar strains of do-do-do-do-do-do-do, the Boston Bruins goal song. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Bilodeaus did well. He landed his 2 tricks and scored. Well, his time was 23.17. Time is of the essence. However, it's not always your speed. It's basically your turns, your air, and your time. So your turns, air, and time based on judges. He got 14.1 on his turns, a little bit less than Dale Bagg-Smith. because Air was just above Bagsmith, but his time points were better than Bagsmith. Bilodeaus went down in 23.17. Bagsmith did 23.7. The 0.5 second differential gave Bilodeaus a slight 0.17 point lead. With one more guy to go, and that's Francis Gilbert Colas. Unfortunately, Colas made a hash of his second trick, and the commentators say, well, that's it. Colas botched it and took 6th place, meaning that Canada got a gold medal, and Alex Bilodeaus is your hero. What a moment for Bilodeaus and the Canadians, as they shocked the world, in a sense. Now, of course, it was well known about Bilodeaus' older brother Frederick, who had the cerebral palsy and all that. And there were calls for Alex to have the gold medal draped around with his brother on the podium too, but the IOC would not allow it. But they still got some pictures and photo ops and all that. It was amazing to see the brotherly bond of Alex Bilodeaus and his older brother. Bilodeaus would go on to win in the 2014 Winter Olympics too. What people did not know was that this first gold medal in Canadian history at a home Olympics started momentum. Canada put up 14 gold medals. They didn't win the medal count. That was the Americans. But they scored more goals than the Americans, 14-9. So the Canadians won 14 gold medals. And to this day, of course, you know the controversy about Russia and Sochi and those Olympics and all that. With the doping, Russia still didn't get the 14 golds like Canada did. So Canada has got the most gold medals for a home country in Winter Olympics history. Americans obviously have it for the Summer Olympics, but Canada can claim their own and can beat, say, to the United States. I know you've hosted several Winter Olympics, but you guys don't have as many golds as we do. Although it must be said that there were a lot of new sports in the 2000s, more so than the 70s and 80s. So I guess kind of in a sense, but I think Americans would never have caught Canada like that. But anyway, Canada did their job. 14 gold medals. Can't beat that. And it was such a touching moment with Alex Bilodeaus. And it brings a lot of things for people with disabilities. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.